Allergy Foundation of America has released its annual top 10 list of cities for allergy season, and we're talking about the worst cities. And unfortunately, Dayton, once again, is in the top 10. In fact, we've moved from top place in 2012 to 7th place this year. This is Dr. Joseph Allen from he's family medicine in Vandalia, part of Premier Health Net. Thanks so much for being with us today. This is not good news, Dr. Allen. Not at all.
No, it isn't. It's people have lived here. We all are very aware of this. It's something that we all expect every year.
Yeah.
But once again, in the top 10, surprise, surprise.
Last year we hardly had a winter to speak of, and so nothing was killed. So we had an early spring, and that meant we had early allergies and worse allergies.
Yeah, correct.
Hopefully, because we've had sort of a sticky little winter this time, and maybe some of those buds have been killed, and maybe it won't be quite as bad, but we've moved from 10th place to 7th place.
That is correct. That is correct. We've moved up to 7th place, but I do believe that the little bit of a winter that we had is probably going to help our symptoms. Overall, though, we're just in the sinus valley, if you will.
Yeah.
And I think people that suffer from it are going to suffer. There are some things we can do, but certainly they will suffer like normal.
Well, the first thing is you have to find out exactly what the allergy really is, what you're allergic to.
Yeah, it's very true. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. Certainly as a primary care physician, I treat things sometimes without knowing exactly what we're treating, what they're allergic to. But a lot of the histamine blockers and such like that, medications, work very well for that. But yeah, certainly testing and finding out exactly what you are allergic to helps immensely.
Oh, but that big test, with the skin pricks on your back, and you have 50 different little things, and you break out in 45 of them.
Yes.
So that means you're allergic to all of that stuff.
Oh yes, if you do not like needles, do not have allergy testing.
For sure. Well, actually, we should take heart here, because apparently the southeastern part of the United States, Memphis, Mississippi, are worse. And in fact, Jackson, Mississippi, if this will make any of us feel any better, Jackson, Mississippi ranks #1 in the country.
That is correct, and partially because of what we talked about with last year. They don't have necessarily a strong winter, and the humidity and the temperatures there, they stay up, and so there's more pollen and more allergens.
Yeah, and we certainly have a lot of humidity here too.
Oh,
so
yes.
That speaks for it.
Yes, it does.
And what's going on with the buds and the trees and that? Oh, you hate to see them start to bloom, because you just know what's going to happen.
They're pretty though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. As you're sneezing through it, yes.
Yes, certainly. The pollen that they release, the body sometimes interprets as something that is harmful to the body. So that's why we get these allergy symptoms. They're not harmful to the body, but it gets confused. And like a lot of things, sometimes that confusion causes some bad outcomes. So.
Yeah, and you can have food allergies as well, but that can go, that's year round. That doesn't, there is no season for that.
Very, very true. There's food allergies, there's indoor allergies. I know mostly we're concerned with outdoor allergies here, but certainly the indoor allergies last year around, dust, mold, things like that. Food allergies, as any parent with a young child that suffered from knows, they can be very devastating. But once you figure out what you're allergic to, you can avoid them, and certainly you can do much better. And
so over-the-counter sometimes works.
Oh yes, very true. And a lot of the prescription medications that we have are over-the-counter. So we use both, and certainly trying to get the right combination, that's the trick.
Yeah. Well, 'tis the season, that's for sure. Dr. Joseph Allen, thanks so much for joining us this morning. And just get ready, everybody. Just see your doctor and get ready.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up on 2 News.